Ralph Silva of Silva Research Network. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Caught you out, didn't it?
It did actually caught me by surprise. When I woke up this morning, I looked at the numbers. I didn't expect it, and I made a few phone calls around the city. And I have to say that it's a general consensus is that the countries that Credit Suisse is operating in, the economy does not sustain the numbers that they have. So it is, in fact, a surprise because they're taking the lion's share of investment banking business at the expense of some of the other banks, and that's very good for Credit Suisse.
And can it be sustained, I suppose, is the key question right now.
That is the key question because UBS is actually starting to make a run. They're starting to get more attention, and some of the other banks, some of the other big banks also have fairly significant credit positions, so they can in fact compete. But I think that the management of Credit Suisse is actually superior right now in this particular time, and I think that they probably can take the lion's share of business going forward.
Now, if management are doing so well, there's a real investor pushback right now over how much those managers are paid. How crucial is this?
This is the big risk factor right now. This is the first time we're seeing some serious investors pushing back on compensation for the management. Now, to be clear, they're not worried about the people who actually deal with customers. They think they should be paid what they're getting paid. It's the management team. If this actually gets more attention, and we expect it to get more attention, we suspect that every other major bank is going to go through the same type of process, and we may see the reduction in salaries of the senior management team of Tier 1 banks.
Is this because clients are starting really to question the relationship that they have with the bank?
Exactly, they are. Customers are making money from their relationship managers, so the relationship managers are very well situated. The question is, the management, who the only job that they have is to manage these people, why are they getting these enormous amounts of money? And it's a question that needs to be asked, and the governments are going to support this investor push towards that. So I suspect we're going to see some change in compensation at the banks.
They might change their minds, wouldn't they, if they see that share price starting to go up, which has lost, what, about 75% in the past 5 years?
Yes, that's right, and that's really the caveat that we have to put to this, is maybe they'll drop this when they want to get more people. But we have to realize that Credit Suisse has benefited from UBS's downturn over the past few years, simply because they've been able to attract a lot of people from UBS and competing banks into the upper echelons of Credit Suisse, and it's worked for them.
Very interestingly, though, Credit Suisse, unlike UBS right now, perhaps really in the crosshairs of this US investigation on tax evasion. How is that going to affect it over the next 12 months? We've seen billions of Swiss francs coming out in assets.
Well, the short answer is we don't really know. We know that UBS is out of this. They've taken care of it. Credit Suisse is still a big question there. If we actually see more litigation around this, we will see some outflows of investments from Credit Suisse. I don't think it'll be a lot, but we're going to see fewer high net worth individuals opting for Credit Suisse versus UBS, because UBS is now out of the situation. It's to Credit Suisse's benefit to get this solution done as quickly as possible to keep as many high net worth individuals as they possibly can.
And is it concentrating on those high net worth individuals that's going to be key in, what, 3-5 years' time? This will be a niche bank, do you think? Much nicher than it is right now, a different sort of look.
Oh, it's interesting to say that, because there are some people who actually believe that. I actually believe the complete opposite. I think Credit Suisse is going to be a more diversified bank than even HSBC in the years to come. I think that is going to be their focus, because that's the only security that they actually have is diversification.
Interesting. Ralph Silva of Silva Research Network. Always a pleasure. Thanks very much indeed.